Now it's rolling.
Okay. I follow you. You have to. Okay.
Okay, but you have to be quiet. Okay, wait, no, not yet, not yet. Stay right there.
Tu dis rien.
Well, you never know what's going to happen when you come down and a client's building a really beautiful house and you give him some fruit trees, because the next thing you know, it's 2.5 years later, he calls you back super excited and tells you, hey, these avocado trees, they're 20 feet tall, 200 feet a year. Is that true, Dan? This is Dan Omzalog. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Close
yeah.
enough. Dan is from France, and he has a software company, and he thought he would come down to Silicon Valley, down here in Atherton, where all these people are, so he could be with all his buddies and get his software company going. But Dan, so tell everybody what happened
Yeah,
here.
so very excited because we planted a lot of things 2 years and a half ago, and it grew up beautifully. I had hundreds of avocados this year, a lot of fruits, palm trees, which are really very big now. And I'm excited today because I received a mango tree for the first time.
Yeah, so Dan got a mango tree. I said, hey, these mango trees, like, you know, there's people that have them, that have success, and it's on the edge of its habitat. But I'll show you where we're gonna plant Dan's mango tree. Let's take a little tour of Dan's garden. Here we go. So as you can see, Dan built a beautiful house. He's all done with it. He's got like modern style. You know, it's pretty much everybody's dream these days to have modern style. And so Dan put all these pygmy palms in their perfect foundation plant over here. But Dan asked me, where's the best spot to put a mango tree? And this is a southeast face, right?
Southeast, yeah.
And so I told Dan, back in this little corner, back in here, this is really protected. You have a roof above it. You have all this stucco. And I think the mango trees will do really well back here because it'll be protected from frost. The low sun will come in here in wintertime, and it will warm this area up. And so this is the Valencia Pride that Dan got. Here's the flowers. It's actually flowering right now. So maybe we'll come back in a couple of years and we'll see.
There's a lot of mangoes.
Maybe Dan will say he got 200 fruit off his mango. I don't know. We'll see about that. But Dan's going to give us a tour of his avocado trees.
Okay.
Here they are.
Remember, this one was only maybe six feet tall 2 years and a half ago. This year it's like 20 feet.
So this is wild
probably
here.
200 avocados from this one this year.
So Dan couldn't ID this, but I could tell by the dark foliage and just this look of the new growth, and especially the look of the fruit, that this is a bacon avocado. This is the most reliable avocado there is in Northern California. It does really, really well. It's extremely creamy. And so what did you think about the taste?
Oh, they are amazing.
Why don't you come over here? Come over here and we'll show you the fruit.
The fruits.
Come over here. Yeah. So look at this. So here's Dan's fruit. Dan, so tell us what you thought about
pick one.
Yeah, right here. Tell us what you thought about that fruit.
Oh, they are amazing.
Very nice.
Very tasty, and you can get them. I mean, they stay on the tree for months, so you can get them every week. I pick like 10 for the family for the week.
Right.
And they take like a week to ripen and to be ready to eat. So every week I pick 10 and I eat.
That's what you have to do with an avocado tree. People are used to going to the store and having fresh, soft avocados, but you have to actually plan when you have avocado trees. If you get lazy and you run out of avocados in the house and you feel like eating an avocado, what happens, Dan? You come out, and the avocados are hard when you pick them, and you'll have to wait another 7 days before you have one. So you always pick, Dan's strategy is always pick 10 every week, and then that pretty much gets them a good avocados. Well, let me grab the camera here, and we could show the density of fruit up here. It's just incredible. So Dan, this tree is how tall you think right now?
I think 20 feet.
I don't know if we can actually see that up there, but there they are. There's a whole cluster.
Right here. You can see it better from here.
Yeah, let's get up here and see if we can see those. There they are. Woo!
And here, look at that.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Look
at this. That's the biggest cluster of fruit I've ever seen. So look at all those bacon avocados. They don't taste like bacon. That's the name of the guy who developed this fruit.
And
there's probably 15,
we are in
20
April,
fruit.
huh? We are in April.
We're in April?
I started getting them in December.
Start in December. Yeah, so you started eating them in December.
Yeah.
It's April. Yeah, I tell people that you can probably pick this one in Northern California until about, I'd say July 1st. And then what I tell people is you can take the ones you pick on July 1st and ripen them up a little bit. It'll be July 7th, about a week. And then once they're ripe, you can put them in the refrigerator and they'll last another 2 weeks. So that means you can get these things from December until almost the end of July. So that would mean 8 months of fruit production off of one tree. That's pretty incredible there. So that's the bacon.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have a reed.
Yeah.
And I guess
So
Dan may have lost his labels, but he didn't know what these were. But I could just tell by the foliage that this is a beautiful reed.
The round shape, you see plenty
We have the
of
round
avocados
shape,
too.
plenty of avocados here. Look at that, beautiful avocados. And so
It
when
was
do you,
so heavy that it started bending.
Okay.
There was too many fruits, so I added a pole.
yeah, you add an extra pole up here. And I was telling Dan, sometimes when, you know, in this case, the tree got so heavy full of fruit that it bent the whole tree over. And then what ends up happening is the tree gets exposed to sunlight and then it gets sunburned. So I told Dan that, you know, in this kind of situation, you want to paint the trunk with green paint so that you don't end up with that sunburn. You can see where the branch was not exposed, it's green. And that's what you want there. So when do you eat these, Dan? What time of year?
Now, so since I think I started eating them since January.
Okay.
And
Oh, you're eating them now?
Yeah.
Because usually this one is known for like May through
Yeah,
September.
no, I started eating them. And the
Okay,
others-
and they soften up because you know
Yeah.
what happens to an avocado if it's too early. Have you tried that?
yeah, they soften.
Well, if it's too early, they turn rubbery and they don't taste good at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
That's when you know it's too early.
yeah, yeah.
So you're actually picking these things. That's interesting information. So
I just started, so.
yeah, right. And then we have one other tree, and I believe it's the super reliable Haas
Yeah.
tree. And tell us about the super reliable Haas tree.
So a lot of leaves and flowers, but no fruits so far. So
and that's the most reliable tree, the Haas.
that's the mystery.
Yeah, so we don't know what's going on.
No
And this is
Why? Why?
this is Dan's dad here. He's visiting from France. He was the original cameraman. He was helping us out. So now I kind of took over, but you see it's got all this beautiful new growth. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Haas. I can tell by the droopy, long leaves. That looks like a Haas tree. And the Haas tree is the commercial variety because it's so predictable and regular. But here it's not there. So you never know. The idea is you never know, what's going to happen with your trees in any given year. I was telling Dan I had a Fuerte tree, and that tree was crazy. For the first 7 years, not a single fruit. And then it had a year where the whole entire tree that was bigger than this was covered in like 300 fruit, more than I've ever seen on a tree with that size. And then the year after that, nothing. The year after that, covered in fruit. This year, only a couple.
So your passion fruit were very predictable.
Right.
We had 100.
Yeah.
We still
I see ya.
eat them. So all that is passion fruit.
So here's all the passion fruit. That is
There's
be-
also
so this is
black-
one
black
plant.
blackberries.
Where's the trunk on this plant? Where'd you plant it?
There's one, just one here.
So the passion fruit is about 50 feet long on this fence.
Yeah.
And it's one trunk. And
We have big purple fruit.
okay, here's the trunk right here. It's pretty big. My trunk at my house is even bigger. And you eat a lot of those. How do you eat your passion fruit?
Every morning.
You ever make any exotic
Breakfast,
drinks?
Yeah,
exotic
every
drinks,
morning.
Yeah?
cocktails.
Yeah? Get all your friends loaded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
Hot tub
happy
parties?
with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. So here we go. You gotta use your passion fruit in hot tub parties. Yeah. Get things moving. Anyway, so here we go again. And then this tree here.
So
Is-
it's another variety.
Okay. This is Pinkerton. We can tell by the shape there. That is a Pinkerton. And how much fruit production have you gotten on this tree?
Got a few dozens this
A few
year.
dozen.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it the first time they've
Yeah,
fruited this
first
year?
time, yeah.
Okay. So these were 24-inch box trees when we first put them in.
Yeah.
They were about 6 feet tall. And did you?
I
you
trimmed
cut?
this one.
I can
It
see
was
where you
too-
cut it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was too tall.
Yeah. So these trees got really big pretty quick on down here, and he's trying to keep them down to size. Looks like you have a really good flower set here, so that should come out really nice this year. Hopefully, you get a lot more fruit. But you can see here. So we're gonna make new avocados this time of year when these open up. I don't see any flowers that are open yet. These are closed flowers. In a few more weeks, they'll start opening. In fact, there's one right there I see.
Yeah.
It's just starting to open up.
Just starting.
Okay, and the thing is that it takes these avocados, oh, there's some up here. It takes them a full year to sit on the tree to get ripe. And I think that this one here is also known for May through September, October. And so I'm not sure if
So
you
we
pick.
should start from it. No, I didn't.
Yeah, I think you want to eat your bacons first.
Yeah.
You get done with all your bacons, then you click on to the reed, and then this is a later season one. So, yeah, there's another guy right up there, real nice one, tucked right up in there. Okay, so we'll take a quick little look at Dan's backyard just because it's so cool. We're not gonna. Yeah, we sold Dan a bunch of palm trees. That's something else that I'm kind of famous for. And here's his pool. This is where he has all his pool parties. That's where the hot tub over there, where he has his hot tub parties with the passion fruit, right, Dan? Yeah. The passion fruit drink? Yeah. So,
orange tree here.
that's orange tree. He's got a really nice little cutout in the middle of his deck.
Banana tree, surprisingly very, very tall.
Right.
Bananas.
He's got a big old banana tree. With banana trees, what you can do, he's getting fruit production.
Yeah.
What you want to do with this fruit, you can see up there, you want to cover that with a either translucent or opaque garbage bag, and then tie it off up there, and that will act as a greenhouse effect, and then that will actually ripen up and you can eat it. They actually do that down in Central America where they commercially grow them. And then
Your palm trees.
yeah, so I gave Dan these.
And this one, which were
I gave
much
Dan
smaller.
Gave Dan these big old Washingtonia palms, and they're taking off. He wanted some immediate effect, and he got it. So there you go. We're gonna leave you there. We'll give you a quick. You stand in front of your house, Dan. Wave to all the people out there. They're gonna want to come and see your house. I'm not gonna tell anybody where you are because otherwise they're gonna steal all your avocados. All right, everybody. That's Dan's house. Woo!
Bye.
All right.